Be honest with yourself for a moment. Have you ever walked out of the salon, looked in the mirror, and felt like something just wasn't right? Maybe the haircut looked neat. Maybe it looked safe. Maybe it was even the same haircut you've had for years. But deep down, something about it made you look older, more tired, less vibrant than you truly feel inside. And here's the truth most salons won't tell you. Many haircuts that women over 50 are told to choose are actually the exact styles that add years to your appearance. For decades we were told that shorter is safer, flatter is more professional, and simple is more age-appropriate. But this is 2026, and those old beauty rules are finally fading away. Today, modern hairstyling is all about movement, softness, volume, and effortless elegance. Yet many mature women are still walking around with heavy, stiff, outdated cuts that drag their features downward and quietly age their entire look. So in today's video, we're revealing 7 of the worst haircuts after 50 that experts say you should absolutely avoid in 2026. And more importantly, we'll also show you the beautiful modern alternatives that instantly bring life, softness, and confidence back to your style. Because growing older doesn't mean giving up on beauty. In fact, many women discover their most elegant and confident style after 50. Welcome to Timeless Wisdom Path, where we celebrate confidence, grace, and modern style for women who know that beauty never expires. Now let's begin with the first haircut that might secretly be aging your appearance. Let's begin with the first haircut that causes problems for many women. One of the most common styles women over 50 choose is the boxy shoulder-length cut. At first glance, it seems like a safe choice. It keeps some length, it looks tidy, and many stylists recommend it because it feels like a comfortable middle ground. But the truth is, this haircut often works against your natural features. The biggest issue with the boxy shoulder-length cut is its heavy one-length shape. When the hair falls at exactly the shoulders with no internal movement, it tends to flip outward awkwardly or sit like a stiff curtain around the face. Instead of framing your features beautifully, the hair creates a horizontal line that draws attention downward. And unfortunately, that downward visual line can emphasize things many women would rather soften, like a relaxing jawline or the delicate skin around the neck. Another problem is that hair naturally changes with age. Over time, hair can lose some density and elasticity. When a cut has no layers or movement, the roots may appear flat while the ends look heavy and bulky. This creates an unbalanced shape that makes the hair look thinner at the top and thicker at the bottom. Instead of looking elegant, it can look dated. But the good news is that there's a much more flattering option. Stylists in 2026 are recommending the Luxe Lob with invisible layers. This updated version keeps the sophisticated medium length that many women love, but introduces subtle internal layering that removes unnecessary weight. These soft, hidden layers allow the hair to move naturally while still keeping the ends looking full and healthy. The result is hair that lifts slightly at the crown, creating height and balance for the face. Instead of a haircut that just hangs there, the Luxe Lob flows, bounces, and moves when you walk. And that movement is one of the most powerful secrets to youthful hair. When asking your stylist for this look, mention soft point cut ends rather than blunt lines. This technique prevents the hair from forming harsh edges that fight against your shoulders. You want the ends to feel soft, light, and natural. Whether styled sleek or with loose waves, this modern lob instantly feels more refined, more effortless, and far more flattering. Sometimes the smallest changes in a haircut can make the biggest difference in how you see yourself in the mirror. Now moving on to another haircut that often looks harsher than intended. The next style many women choose after 50 is the helmet pixie. Short hair can be absolutely stunning on mature women. In fact, a well-cut pixie can highlight cheekbones, brighten the eyes, and create an elegant, confident appearance. But the helmet pixie is not that haircut. This style happens when the pixie is cut with overly structured layers, and then heavily styled with hairspray or strong hold products. The result is hair that looks stiff, perfectly symmetrical, and almost frozen in place. Instead of natural movement, the hair forms a solid shape around the head that resembles a helmet. And unfortunately, when hair becomes too rigid, it can emphasize facial lines and shadows rather than softening them. Movement in hair creates softness, but stiffness creates harshness. That's why in 2026, stylists are replacing this outdated pixie with a far more flattering option called the textured Shaggy Pixie. This modern pixie keeps the convenience of short hair while introducing softness, texture, and playful layers. Instead of uniform cutting, the Shaggy Pixie uses varied lengths to create natural dimension throughout the hair. You may notice longer wispy strands near the ears or slightly softer edges around the neckline. These details might seem small, but they completely transform the overall look. The hair suddenly feels lighter, freer, and more alive. And that lightness naturally lifts the face. Another benefit of this modern pixie is how easy it is to style. Rather than heavy hairspray, stylists now recommend lightweight texture sprays or soft styling wax. These products allow you to shape the hair gently, while still letting it move naturally throughout the day. The goal is hair that looks touchable, effortless, and modern. Imagine a hairstyle that looks just as beautiful while you're enjoying lunch with friends as it does while running errands or attending a gallery opening. That's the charm of the textured Shaggy Pixie. Short hair should never feel stiff or forced. When done correctly, it should feel free, youthful, and full of personality. Next, let's talk about a hairstyle that many women still wear, but few realize how unforgiving it can be. The next style that often creates problems for mature hair is what many stylists call the flat-ironed curtain. This look is defined by very long, perfectly straight hair paired with a strict center part and almost no volume at the roots. For a while, ultra-sleek glass hair was a huge trend. Social media was filled with shiny, pin-straight styles that looked polished and dramatic. But here's the reality most women discover the hard way. What works on a 25-year-old model under studio lights doesn't always translate the same way for a woman over 50. As we age, hair naturally becomes a little finer and slightly less dense. That's completely normal. But when hair is worn perfectly flat against the scalp, it can unintentionally highlight those changes. Instead of creating fullness and softness around the face, the hair forms long vertical lines that mirror the natural downward movement of facial features. And those vertical lines can subtly emphasize sagging around the cheeks or jawline. Another challenge with the flat-ironed curtain is the harsh center part. When hair is divided exactly down the middle, it acts almost like a spotlight on the crown of the head. If there is any thinning or reduced density at the roots, the center part makes it more noticeable. Rather than creating elegance, the result can look flat, heavy, and lifeless. But the good news is that there's a beautiful modern alternative that instantly transforms this look. Stylists in 2026 are recommending what's called the dimensional wave with a couture part. Instead of forcing the hair straight and flat, this style introduces soft waves and subtle layers that add dimension and movement. The biggest change is the part. Rather than a strict center line, the couture part uses a deep side part that shifts the weight of the hair to one side. This simple adjustment creates natural lift at the roots and gives the entire hairstyle a fuller appearance. Suddenly the hair has shape, bounce, and personality. To achieve this look, many stylists use a large barrel curling wand or a round brush to create soft C-shaped curves that move gently away from the face. The goal isn't tight curls. The goal is air and softness. With just a little root-lifting mousse and loose waves, the hair frames the face beautifully while creating a glow of volume that feels effortless. It's modern, elegant, and far more forgiving than flat, pin-straight hair. Another haircut that often surprises women when they see how harsh it can look. The next hairstyle to be careful with is the micro bang, sometimes called baby bangs. These are extremely short bangs that sit high above the eyebrows. On fashion runways, this look can appear edgy, bold, and artistic. But for many mature women, it can become one of the least forgiving hair choices. The reason is surprisingly simple. Micro bangs create a strong horizontal line directly across the forehead. And when the fringe sits high on the forehead, it draws attention straight to expression lines or wrinkles that naturally develop over time. Instead of softening the face, the short fringe can highlight the very areas many women prefer to soften. Another challenge is that hair around the hairline sometimes becomes slightly finer with age. Because micro bangs are so short, even small gaps in the fringe can become noticeable, making the bangs look sparse rather than intentional. Instead of creating elegance, the face can appear boxed in. But thankfully, the modern replacement for this harsh fringe is one of the most flattering trends of 2026. It's called the Pamela fringe. This beautiful alternative features long, wispy bangs that lightly graze the eyelashes and gradually taper toward the cheekbones. Instead of sitting high on the forehead, these bangs gently frame the eyes. And that shift makes a remarkable difference. The longer fringe softly hides forehead lines while naturally drawing attention toward the eyes, which are often one of the most expressive and beautiful features of the face. Another reason stylists love this look is the shape. Rather than a blunt straight line, the Pamela fringe is cut with a curved silhouette, meaning the sides are slightly longer than the center. This creates a delicate contour around the face that feels romantic and soft. Many stylists also describe this fringe as a natural beauty filter, because it diffuses harsh lines and creates a gentle, flattering frame for the face. When requesting this look, you can ask your stylist for bottleneck or curtain bangs that are softly point-cut for a feathered texture. The bangs should feel light and airy, not thick or heavy. Styling is simple. A medium round brush and a quick blow-dry forward and slightly to the side is often all it takes. The result is a fringe that feels modern, graceful, and effortlessly chic. As we continue, let's take a look at another haircut trend that often goes too far. Now we need to talk about the excessive mullet shag. In recent years, the shag haircut made a huge comeback. And when done correctly, it can be stylish, modern, and full of personality. But there's a version of this haircut that many stylists warn women over 50 about: the overly exaggerated mullet shag. This style is created when the top layers are cut extremely short while the lower sections of hair are left very long and thin. At first glance, the haircut might look edgy and bold, but when too much weight is removed from the middle of the hair, the ends can begin to look stringy or fragile. Instead of appearing textured and stylish, the hair can look uneven and unhealthy. For mature hair, this becomes especially problematic. Hair naturally loses some density over time. So when stylists remove too much weight through aggressive layering, the bottom of the hair can appear thin and scraggly. And when the ends look weak, the entire haircut can feel unfinished or accidental. Fortunately, stylists have created a far more flattering version of this look for 2026. It's known as the bullet. The bullet is a French-inspired haircut that blends the cool texture of a shag with the structure of a classic bob. Instead of aggressively thinning the ends, the bullet keeps the bottom of the hair full, thick, and structured. Movement is created internally through hidden layers rather than removing weight from the hemline. This keeps the hair looking healthy and luxurious while still allowing plenty of natural texture. Face framing layers around the cheekbones and jawline add softness and lift. But the back of the haircut remains solid and dense. The result is a hairstyle that feels effortlessly stylish without sacrificing the appearance of healthy hair. Many women love this look because it works beautifully with natural texture. A little sea salt spray or lightweight curl cream can bring out soft waves and create that relaxed, lived-in elegance that defines modern hairstyling. Instead of looking overly edgy or chaotic, the bullet feels balanced, stylish, and sophisticated. And that balance is exactly what makes it such a flattering option for mature hair. Now let's move to another hairstyle mistake that can quietly age your entire look. The next haircut that many stylists recommend avoiding after 50 is the crunchy perm, or any overly stiff curl style. For many women, perms were once a go-to solution for adding volume. Years ago, tight curls were incredibly popular, and salons everywhere offered them as a way to make hair appear fuller. But the problem with the traditional perm is the texture it often creates. Instead of soft movement, the curls can become tight, uniform ringlets that look stiff and overly structured. When heavy mousse or gel is used to keep those curls in place, the hair can develop that familiar crunchy texture that many women remember from past decades. And unfortunately, this texture can make hair look dry, brittle, and overly processed. As hair matures, maintaining softness and shine becomes even more important. When curls appear rigid or overly styled, they can make the hair seem damaged rather than healthy. Another issue with very tight curls is how they sit around the face. Instead of draping naturally, stiff curls tend to form a fixed shape that doesn't move. This can create a heavy silhouette that feels outdated and disconnected from modern styling trends. But thankfully, the modern alternative is far more flattering. Stylists today are embracing a style known as cloud curls. As the name suggests, cloud curls focus on softness, lightness, and natural movement. Instead of forcing hair into tight coils, This approach uses long, seamless layers that allow the hair's natural curl or wave pattern to expand freely. The result is hair that looks airy, hydrated, and beautifully dimensional. Cloud curls don't try to control every strand. Instead, they celebrate natural texture and let the curls fall in soft, irregular shapes that gently frame the face. This creates a romantic, flattering effect that softens facial lines and adds natural volume. Another key difference is the products used. Rather than heavy gels, stylists now recommend hydrating cream gels, leave-in conditioners, and lightweight curl creams. These products keep the curls defined while maintaining softness and shine. Styling also becomes much simpler. After applying your product to damp hair, you can gently scrunch the hair and allow it to air dry. The result is a soft halo of natural curls that look healthy, modern, and full of life. Instead of stiff, frozen ringlets, cloud curls create movement, glow, and effortless elegance. And finally, let's talk about one last haircut that often looks elegant at first, but can be surprisingly unforgiving. The last style many stylists recommend avoiding after 50 is the severe middle part bob. This haircut is usually chin length, perfectly symmetrical, and parted directly down the center. On paper, it sounds simple and classic, but in reality, this very precise structure can be difficult for mature faces. The biggest challenge is the perfect symmetry. When hair is divided exactly down the middle, it naturally draws attention to any small asymmetries in the face. For example, if one side of the face has a slightly deeper smile line or a subtle difference around the eyes, the strict middle part can highlight those differences. Another issue comes from the sharp, straight baseline of the bob. When the ends sit bluntly at chin level, they can create a horizontal line that visually shortens the neck and emphasizes a softening jawline. Instead of lifting the face, the haircut can feel rigid and boxy. In 2026, hairstyling trends are moving away from these strict geometric shapes. Instead, stylists are focusing on haircuts that add softness, curvature, and natural movement. And one of the most flattering alternatives is the soft curved bob. This modern version keeps the timeless elegance of the classic bob, but introduces subtle changes that make a world of difference. Rather than blunt ends, the soft curved bob features beveled edges that gently curve inward toward the face. These curved lines follow the natural contour of the jaw and cheekbones, creating a more flattering silhouette. The haircut also uses internal layering to create a soft C-shape that frames the face beautifully. Another key feature is the part. Instead of a strict middle part, this style often works best with a slightly off-center or diagonal part. This small shift instantly adds lift at the crown and breaks up the symmetry of the face. The result is a hairstyle that feels softer, lighter, and far more modern. Styling can be incredibly simple. A round brush can gently tuck the ends inward, or a flat iron can create a subtle S-wave for extra movement. The goal is never stiffness. The goal is elegant softness. With its graceful shape and natural volume, the soft curved bob remains one of the most flattering hairstyles for women over 50 in 2026. And there you have it. 7 haircuts that many women unknowingly choose, but that can quietly add years to their appearance. The truth is, hair plays a powerful role in how we see ourselves. The right haircut doesn't just change your style, it changes the way you walk into a room, the way you carry yourself, the confidence you feel when you catch your reflection in the mirror. And the most beautiful thing about modern hairstyling is this: there are no age limits on elegance. Whether you choose soft waves, textured layers, airy curls, or a graceful curved bob, the goal is always the same. Hair that moves, breathes, and reflects the vibrant woman you are today. Because beauty doesn't disappear with age. If anything, it becomes more refined, more confident, and more powerful. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path. And if one of these styles inspired you, share this video with a friend who might be ready for a fresh new look. Thank you for spending time with us today. Stay confident, stay radiant, and we'll see you in the next video.